Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Mother 3. Oh, God. You're Randall Lefebvre, otherwise known as DraxxKraven, when he's getting scolded for not running in the theater. I just want to go find my dog. He ran into the sewers. Wherever that is. So, we've already got a hint about where the entrance to the sewers is. This guy said, "I've been hearing a dog whimpering for a while. Oh, I think it's somewhere right below us. I can't go check it out, though. The reason being that I'm afraid of dogs. Seriously, their noses are wet and they wag their tails, they lick people's faces. God, I totally can't handle it. So could you go look for the dog instead?" "Yes, I would love to." "Really? You must like dogs then. So you'll go look for me." "Okay, I'll open this heavy cover. Put myself in major risk, though." "Okay, I'll open the sewer entrance for you. Here goes nothing." He previously said that this area stinks. That's why. This leads to the sewers. And then we can find Boney down here. Somewhere. That's Boney's barking. He must be nearby. Yeah, I got that much. Roaches. Metal roaches? What? Why do you have metal roaches? Just have regular roaches. Now that I think about it, it's kind of ingenious, really. Like, instead of tolerating regular like, instead of bringing in dogs to chase out the cats, or cats to chase out the rats, just create metal versions of everything. Just metal roaches chasing off actual roaches, and metal cats chasing off metal cats. It's probably not a good plan. You know what? Don't do that. Forget I said that. That's creepy. The more I think about it, the creepier it is. I don't want it. I thought I wanted it. It's sorry, that trash can started moving and I got really nervous. Oh crap. Oh hey, it's Putrid Moldy Man. I don't know what your strengths and weaknesses are because I can't figure out what those are because Boney isn't here. I'm gonna try burning you all alive though. Last I checked, what the hell was that noise? Sorry. Last I checked, they were weak to fire in the last game. Well, they seem to be not necessarily susceptible, but not unsusceptible, not resistant to it. That being said, the metal roach does not take much damage. Smash it. Hit it very hard. Nice. 8,000 experience points. Jeez, they're just showering experience points on me. I like it and appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, wait, sorry. Here's the trash bridge. Oh, this must be the whole of the theater. Yep. Yes. It would be a bit difficult for a person to fit. Spoilers. Yes? Saltwater gun. Okay, that's cool. Magic pudding. Oh, god damn it. I was like, is one of these gonna be an enemy? Nah. What's the point of that? I'm gonna find a burger in the last one. No, Putrid Moldy Man. Poisonous spores? Oh, god. Why do they use my favorite song for a terribly disgusting enemy? Also, why are there some hot springs down here? No one knows. No one. Not even me. Who got that saltwater gun? Was it you, Lucas? Because I want you to use it. Oh, it only works on one enemy? What a piece of junk. How much damage does it do? You know what? I haven't used one in the entire playthrough. What does it do? Not an exceptional amount of damage. Like, more damage than Lucas does with his regular attack, but not a lot of damage. Okay, actually, it was twice as much damage. Still, like, I wouldn't, like, go out of my way to buy them. It all worked out. I wasn't paying attention to what buttons I was pressing. No, just get up. I just ruin everything. That's the moral of the story. No, please, don't poison me. Yes, light them on fire. Burn them. Burn them with terrible flame. They're just made out of filth. Nice. All that XP. I appreciate it, I really do. Just stop poisoning me, would you? Alright. What's up, Mo Cricket? Yeah. I know, you find garbage, trash on the ground, and you sell it to us at exorbitant prices. Alas, I do not have enough to afford life noodles. Oh, God. What the hell is this place? Oh, hello there. Oh, it's Beanstalk. Pulling this rope would probably be extremely dangerous. He's been chained to the wall. What the hell? Door won't open and there's no one inside. What a filthy tenement. Oh, I wanted to read that note. Guess it's not for reading, it's just for looking at. Wow. Boney. Wolf. I chased after a strange smelling bug and somehow wound up here. Boney rejoined the party. Boney, don't chase strange bugs. I know that this ended up progressing the plot, but like, it's dangerous. But never mind that. Look who's in the next room. Beanstalk. Oh wow, his room is actually seems quite nice, and he has a lot of books around. Hello there. It has been a long time since you hit that bell. Oh, so this is where you went off to. Yes, it's me, Letter, the bell ringer. It must be a real shock to hear me speaking for once. It wasn't that I couldn't talk all this time, I simply chose not to. As I rang the crossroad bell, deep inside my heart I had decided I would speak to no one. But the secrets I've been guarding are now starting to leak out. Lucas, the time has come to tell you everything. What I'm about to tell you, you might not want to know. Even so, you absolutely must hear it. It'll be a long story, so please listen to it all. You got it. Given who you are and how you've lived, what I have to say will tear at your hearts, and there's just so much to tell. So I've decided to have the stink bug trembling behind me memorize everything I say. Ready, Mr. Stink Bug? Thanks, Stink Bug. Also, don't worry, Boney won't chase you anymore. Long ago, there existed a world different from what the people on these islands think of. This world was incredibly big. More people lived on this world than there are grains of sand on these nowhere islands. I know it may be hard to imagine, but such a world did once exist. Do you understand? It's a big world. At some point, the world wound up destroyed. Naturally, it was humans who destroyed it. In the back of their minds, everyone had an inkling that it would happen at some point, and then it really did happen, and so, the world was no more. Everything so far has been about the end of the world. Did you understand it? So, there was a world with countless numbers of peoples, like quadrillions, so many people, bazillions of people, and it's gone. Just before the end of the world, a white ship came to these islands. On it were all the people of Tasmili village. Yes, aboard the white ship were those few who had managed to escape the world. The people on the ship still went by their names from the previous world. This white ship plan had been set in place before the world was destroyed, and although they're part of the world, these nowhere islands are a special place. They were the one place that would remain even if the world was lost. The one and only place where people could survive. And so the white ship arrived at these islands. Everything so far has been about the white ship. Did you understand it? Yes, it is like a cosmic lifeboat. And it would make sense that the dark dragon wouldn't be able to be destroyed by even the end of the world. Have you committed everything so far to memory, Mr. Stinkbug? Thanks, Stinkbug. The reason these islands are special is because they harbor a giant dragon nearly as large as the islands themselves. Long, long ago, people lived together with the dragon. However, at some point in time, the people and the dragon could no longer coexist. So using the 7 needles, the dragon was placed into a long, long sleep. That's hell of an acupuncture. By the ancestors of the Magypsy people who have lived here since ancient times. Ever since, the Magypsies have guarded the needles, in an effort to prevent the dragon from being woken until its power is truly needed. Thus, until the time of its awakening, the dragon continued to sleep as the power of the earth itself. And so, because of the tremendous energy of the dragon hidden deep below, these islands were protected from the end of the world. Everything so far has been about the dragon and the Magypsies. Did you understand it? I think so. So, the dragon and the humans on the island weren't getting along. The Magypsies didn't like him either, so they acupunctured him, put him to sleep, and his aura is so powerful that it undoes the end of the world. He ignores such petty forces as time, entropy, and death. But they didn't want to kill him, with the understanding that he was so powerful that you wouldn't want to just get rid of that. Those who came here aboard the White Ship feared another end of the world more than anything else. They felt that the world's destruction was a direct result of the way they had lived. The people of the White Ship discussed things at great length. They shared their wisdom and spoke with grave seriousness. And then they arrived at their conclusion. They decided to completely erase everyone's memories of the previous world and start their lives over with new rules and new roles. Yes, in short, everyone would play out the ideal story that they had come up with. That is what happened. The people would restart their lives in a simple, peaceful village, in the kind of place they wished they had grown up in. They would erase their memory of everything, the world, their belongings, their rules, and then they would begin their new lives. Everyone's old memories would be reset and replaced with a newly created story, and thus the village of Tazmily came to be. However, it was necessary to record the fact that the memory replacement had taken place. The hummingbird egg was the device used to store the memories of the White Ship people. Wes and his son Duster, both playing the roles of thieves, were set to take action should a dangerous situation occur. Remember when they went to Osohe Castle? They went there to retrieve the secrets of the people of the White Ship. And there's one more thing. Me. It was essential that one person retain memory of the previous world, to sort of keep watch over things. I was the only one in the village of Tazmily who wasn't given a role in the new story. The sound of my bell served as a suggestion to keep everyone's fabricated memories from reverting. My name, Letter, comes from the word leader. No, that doesn't mean I was anyone special. It was just that I was particularly taller than all the others, so upon discussion I was selected because it would be easier for me to stand out. Being so tall, people would want to come see me, you know? And so I was given the role of revealing these secrets when the time truly called for it. Everything so far has been about those who lost everything. So that's why, if you remember, Wes, when he talks about retrieving the egg, like, he does it without sort of knowing why he has to do it. He says, I happen to remember this, I think, and my memory's pretty good. Meanwhile, Duster, right, so Duster used the hummingbird egg, and it was able to erase his memories. That's why his memories got erased. Like, this is not amnesia as a plot point, because this is a JRPG. Like, the hummingbird egg can eliminate people's memories and replace them. So, when he used it again, it restored his memories by downloading his previously forgotten things. Although Tazmily Village exists in reality, it was originally created as a part of a story. I know this may be difficult to believe, but do you understand so far? Yeah, that makes sense. Let me talk about Osohe Castle. Apparently, long ago, a kingdom existed on this island, centered around the king of Osohe. However, when we arrived on the White Ship, the people of this kingdom were gone. It seems they had left the islands, fearing the dragon's eventual awakening. Before boarding the White Ship, Princess Kumatora was an infant who had lost her mother and father. Upon coming to these islands, she was given to the Magypsies to raise, and given the role of the princess of Osohe Castle. Wes and Duster being her retainers was another part of the fabricated story. Osohe Castle is one of the few and precious relics of this island's past. We crafted our story in haste, so the people inside it have very little past or history. Have you noticed no one in Tazmily can talk about things from 100 or 1,000 years ago? In truth, we had wanted to create an entire plethora of myths and legends, but our story was made in such a hurry that we weren't able to. It's a true shame. I'm sure that much of what I'm saying you'd rather not hear, but it's the truth. Have you listened to everything so far? I do. And that's true. Has anyone... Did anyone talk about the king of Osohe? What Osohe was? What the kingdom was like? No. It's just the village caught out of time. Have you committed everything so far to memory, Mr. Stinkbug? Thanks, Stinkbug. Truthfully, we had no idea how Tazmily Village would turn out, but things actually went rather well. The people who had arrived on the white ship had fully taken to their new identities. And I mean, if worse comes to worse, you can restore their memories. Oh my god, so that was the plan. So, when the Pork Army showed up, it was imperative that Wes and Duster get the egg so that they could restore everyone's memories so they could better defend themselves against the Pork invasion, but that didn't happen. Just didn't work out. They believed they had always lived together peacefully. It was when a person by the name of Porky stumbled upon these islands that everything started to go amok. It seems he used a time distorter machine to travel through time and space at will. However, he was apparently shutting out from all other times and space. Apparently shut out from all other times and spaces. Probably because he's a giant jerk. Literally got kicked out of the multiverse and tumbled into this era and these islands. Even worse, he used this time distorter to bring many people from other eras here. The pig masks, as well as everyone in New Pork City, were all brought here and brainwashed by Porky. This Porky fellow seems to view these islands as his own personal toy box, with which he can do whatever he wants. He would take animals apart and recombine them to make creepy new chimeras. As a childlike dictator, he began doing whatever he pleased, including building Thunder Tower and forming his own army. Porky eventually learned the white ship's secret because of a traitor among the Magypsies. There's only one There's only one Magypsy left. That's Locria, the one whose needles no one knows. I get the distinct impression that Locria was the traitor. You know, you notice you never see Locria and any of the other Magypsies in the same room. Even when they were hosting their party, Locria wasn't there. Do you understand about the intruder known as Porky? Yes. This traitor was Locria, the 7th Magypsy, the only one you haven't met yet. After Locria joined forces with Porky, Porky learned about the white ship people and the secret of the sleeping dragon. Porky decided to pull the needles to wake the dragon so he could use the power for himself. The dragon is the power of the very earth itself, you see. It's said that whoever pulls the sealing needles will become the dragon's master. However, only a very select few are capable of pulling the dragon's needles. Apparently neither Magypsies nor Porky have that ability, yet the needles are being pulled now. That means Porky is somehow controlling someone who can control the dragon's power. We have to put a stop to his antics. If we don't, the world will be completely destroyed again. And it will spell the true end for everything. For Porky, that might be the ultimate pleasure, but we can't allow that to happen. We, the last handful of people there are, absolutely cannot allow that to happen. Lucas, it seems you're a chosen one with the ability to pull the needle sealing the dragon away. You must pull the dark dragon's needle with your own hands and pass your heart on to the dragon. Let this be my one and only order to you as your leader. Do you understand everything about the dragon's awakening? I do. I hear that the six of the dragon's needles have already been pulled. Deep in the earth, the dragon is likely beginning to stir from its slumber. Supposedly, the last needle is somewhere here in New Pork City. Porky has been gathering everything that lives on these islands into New Pork City to prepare for the final needle's pulling. It's possible that he's planning to hold one final twisted party, but now is our chance to change this looming crisis into a golden opportunity. All things may come to an end, or new and bountiful things may begin. Wouldn't you like to help that happen? Lucas, you were once a weak, fragile boy, but now you've been given a tremendous role to fulfill. Now that you know everything, including everything I'm sure you'd rather not know, the time has come for you to save the future of all life as we know it. God won't make you bear more than you can carry. I'm sure you've heard this phrase before. Know that you aren't fighting alone. Everyone, and I do mean everyone, will lend you their support. That was a long story, but that's the end of everything I have to tell you. Did you understand it all? I did. Only the Magypsies really know the needle's location, so I don't know where to find them. But from the way Porky and the others have been acting, I would say they're now very close to reaching the 7th needle. Please, Lucas, be the one who pulls the final needle. Porky issues his orders from the 100th floor of the Empire Porky building. Start by jumping into the fray and storming it. After that, you can start looking for clues. It's been such a long time since I've spoken to anyone, and now I'm exhausted. This stink bug should remember everything I've just said. Take him with you. That way, if you happen to forget anything I've said here, you can ask him to repeat it. Will you go along with them, Mr. Stinkbug? Will you do it? I know we chased you down here, and it was awful, but will you do it, Mr. Stinkbug? Thanks, Stinkbug. That'll do for this episode of Let's Play Mother 3. If you liked what you saw, hit like. If you want to continue the adventure, please hit subscribe. And if you think that what I do is really keen, you can send me a couple bucks monthly on Patreon. And I can use that money to hire artists, start streaming, do all sorts of cool stuff. And if you want to drop a comment about Letter's incredibly long, drawn-out story, then do that. I want to hear what you guys think about it. But until then, hope you have a wonderful evening. Good night, everyone.